Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is Orbits, which is a new game that the creator told me about in the Puzzle Pause Discord. People are really enjoying it. So let's start with Orbit. Alrighty, the right word just has a B in the middle, which is really interesting. I'm assuming it's something like A, B, E along those lines. We could do label. Ooh. So A, B, L, E. Ooh, yeah. So not table. Cable, maybe? Why am I doing this? I should be okay. Let's do the left word. Ends in ET with an I. So like I hear ET. Oh, I would have said inlet, but there's no L. Inset then. Inset was correct. Okay, now we have to figure out, is it Fable? It is Fable. An inset Fable. Okay. Cool. Let's move on. Let's do Fibble. So in each guess, there's exactly one lie. So maybe this E should have been yellow or gray, or maybe this A should have been yellow or green. In fact, we are going to assume that. We're going to assume the A should have been yellow when we're going to do a word like this. And so that has exactly one lie and a like, because we're not including an L, I, or K, but we are including an A, which would have made this a lie, and we're treating the E as correct. So something like scare. Okay, so we have a contradiction here because this alike says the E should be green here, and scare says the E should be yellow there. So that's at least one of them is lying. We can't have both of those be true, which means that these A's can't be lying because they agree. Anything that agrees between these two has to be true, because otherwise they'd both have to be lying, and they can't both be lying because one of the lies is in these E's at least. I am going to assume that this E is correct and this E ended up lying, which means I need to use the S, I need to use the R, I need to end in E, and then I would need an L, I, or K. Okay, this is going to be tough, but maybe we can't end in RE. You know, there is another option, which is to do an ER word like this. I'd have to use the C though, or I'd have to omit the S. Do I just omit the S and do an ER word? Maybe I'll do something like SER just to try to find a contradiction here, if possible. Something like, I don't know, poser. All right, I did find a contradiction between these S's. That's nice. These E's agree. These R's contradict. Okay, so between scare and poser, there are exactly two lies. One in scare, one in poser. But we know one of the lies is in these S's here, and one of the lies is in these R's here, because they disagree. So anything that's not an S or an R cannot be lying. So these are all accurate. So the question is, can I continue doing an ER word? Probably PER. Yeah, I just got to omit the S, and that works just fine. We could do something like, it would be EPER or UPER. I can't do super. Let me look at UPER real quick. I only see, maybe, is duper a word? It is. It's not our answer. We know this is the lie, though, because we know this E was accurate. And that means this is the lie. Okay. This is telling the truth, for sure. So that's the lie. Nice. Yeah, there's no S. And what's the lie up here, then? The lie is this E here. All right. So we know where all of our lies are. So we are definitely PER, but it's upper, because the U is yellow. Nice. All right, I suspected an ER word pretty early, and it just took a while for it to admit, yeah, okay, it's an ER word. Well, how'd you do? All right, let's play Betweenle. I'll start with lucky. So it seems like a lucky start. All right, so what this orange dot is telling us is that we're about midway in between the beginning of the alphabet and lucky. A little bit closer to lucky, but not by much. So maybe if I start with like G, we could guess like green. All right, G was not far enough away from lucky, so we need to go a little bit earlier. So maybe we start with F, maybe something like frame. F is still not enough, but we could do an early F word, like fable. Ooh, I don't think we can get further earlier than FAB here, so I think we start with a late E. Something like E, I don't know, etch. Etch is 4 letters long though, so not etch. Oops. Starting with E. How about every? Okay, every was too far, so we're definitely E with a very late letter. X probably, like exalt. Okay, something else. EX is correct. Exist. Between exist and exalt, so EX is definitely correct now. Excel. All right. Huh. Like, what am I missing? Is it EXE then? I don't know what that would be. Exert? Okay. Just finding every EX word that it's not. Is there an EXI? I feel like it's EXE. I don't see how it's F or G or H. So it's EXE or EXI, and it's either a late E or an early I. Maybe there's an early I, like exit. How early can I make this? Exile? There we go. Okay. Got it. Exile in 10. That's pretty good. Exile is a tough word for sure. Well, how'd you do? All right, let's play this new game. It's called Orbits. It's a daily game, and what we do is we can start with any of these letters, or any of these words that we want, but then we have to make a chain of sort of like related words. So I guess I can just start top left. Let's start with deep. And now we need to think of a word that's related to deep. So like deep, deep pink, like the color. Like a deep pink, deep. I don't see what else would work. So deep pink. Okay. And now what does pink have to do with? Pink lady, maybe? Pink. I don't see anything else. So pink lady. And then lady luck. Luck of the draw. You draw something in. Oh, no. Draw a blank. Okay. A blank check, and then you're checking in. And then in also relates to deep. So it does make a circle. So we're deep in or in deep. I guess it's in deep. It goes in that order. Cool. So nice and quick game, but it's pretty fun to play. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. I thought draw could go with draw in instead of draw blank. So I think you got to look ahead a little bit, which I wasn't really doing. But yeah, pretty fun game. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Chain Reaction, but it is different in the sense that Chain Reaction, you have to type the words and it gives you hints as you get them wrong. Whereas this is just like, you could figure out the entire chain before you even locked anything in if you wanted to. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this game. It is still in beta, and the creator is taking active feedback on the Discord, and really enjoying the feedback people are giving. So if you have any feedback, feel free to give it on the Puzzle Plaza Discord or in the comment section. All right, let's play Word 500. Let's start with stare. I think I'm just going to start with stare with Word 500. Okay, so one yellow is always the worst result. Let's just move that E around. What should I do here? Like fleck. All right, let's assume we got the E right. We don't know if it's yellow or green, but let's assume it's in the word. Wow, 3 of these letters are in the word. One of them's in place. How about elfin, right? E-L-F-I-N, because we'd have the yellow E and the yellow F. The L would be in place, and no CK. Okay, that's wrong, but that's good. We know that the L can't be green at the very least. Okay, so I'm going to assume the E was yellow here, because there's only yellows in this guess, and the E was yellow here. Let's start with that. Maybe the L was yellow both times. That would make some amount of sense. That we know F-I or N. We need this E, but we don't know if it's supposed to be green there or yellow there, and then we need a CK. So we need one in place and one moved. I'm wondering about ending in EL. And if we do that, then this would be yellow, and then we would need... Oh, we can't end in EL, because this would be yellow, and we need a green CK. So it is not ending in EL. So maybe the E is green. Maybe that's the easiest thing to do. And we move the L over here somewhere. We'd have to do ECL or ELK. ELK might be possible. but that seems a bit difficult. We could start with L. So what if we start with L and then we do like EC? That's tough because what are we putting between the L and the E? Okay, so another option is that, oh no, sorry, if the E is in place, then I just, oh, okay, so sorry. I completely forgot what was happening here. The C or K just needs to be earlier. So we could do like C something EL. What would we do there? Or we could even end it. Yeah, if we, oh no, we can't end in EL because the L needs to be there. We could end in L though, if we wanted to. I'm not sure what to do about this. I was thinking of CHEL, but that's not really a thing. As far as I can tell, that's not a word. Okay, back to the drawing board here. I like the idea of the L being in. Okay, so I mean that does mean we need to do CEL like this. I don't see how. CHEL. Chelm. I don't know. Chelp. Chelp is a word. I'm going to use this for info. 4 yellows. Okay, so I'm... Oh, wow. Okay, so E cannot be yellow there. But I think we have to have had the E yellow here. And then the C is yellow. Wow, what is happening here? We need a CK in the word, and we need an H or a P in the word. Is what's happened here. And that's basically forced. So E would go second or fourth. I'm not sure which one. L would go maybe in the middle. Oh, could it be? I think it's a ELCH word. But then wait, I need the C or K to be green in Fleck. Ooh, C or K is green in Fleck. So I'd have to put the C here because I don't think we can bring in the K. I think we're bringing in the C as green. Which actually means that I can have another letter that I haven't accounted for yet. So I think we end in ELCH, which makes perfect sense here. And it's just belch. Okay, that makes sense. Nice. Cool. Belch is an interesting word. Yeah, I mean, Chelp helped. I would consider that a filler because it wasn't going to be Chelp, but at least it was a hard mode filler. So continued to do hard mode there. Yeah, that was hard to think of, the ELCH. Cool. Well, how'd you do? All right, let's do polygonal. Hexpert is on. We have a 7-letter word with just a single letter that appears 3 times in it, and each other letter does not repeat. These symbols on top tell us which ones repeat. So my immediate thought is to put an E here, because if it's a vowel, it's E or O, and we'd much rather end with an E. If it's a consonant, there's a few other options. Let's see if we can come up with anything here. It's kind of tough, isn't it? Like, what are we doing here? Okay, I actually prefer a consonant here. What consonant would we want to do? Can we end in ER? Like an IER or SSIES? Ooh. Actually, I don't know. Like, so this can't be I or E, so it'd be an O or an A or a U. A is the most common vowel, but ooh, I could do SSLES and do tassels. No? Oh, is it like that? That still works though. Wow, I was completely wrong about everything. Okay, back to the drawing board. What else is going to go here? Maybe the R, but then maybe I could do like an IOR, like warrior. Oh, but there's no A. Worrier. Oh, but then that would be ER. I'm going to do Warrior just to get info, because it's a hexpert, still a hexpert guess. I'm allowed to repeat grays. On the wrong track still. Is it an ing word? Ah, I didn't even think about ing, but that makes so much sense. Like bugging. Okay, it's an ugging trap word. A hugging. There we go. Oh, if only I thought about ing. I usually try ing, but for some reason I didn't today. I should have. Would have gotten it easily. It would have been very trappy, though. The gging would have been super trappy with all the different vowels you can put before it and all the different consonants. So these did help, but I don't know if it would have helped enough to justify those guesses. All right, lots of ing words, as we suspected. Look at all of them. So yeah, maybe that isn't the best thing to start with, just because then you're stuck with guessing 2 letters at a time to try to figure it out. Cool. Well, not much more about that. Let's do the mini. Ends with the same letter. Treat. Ooh, very close. Tarot. Nice. Very quick solve today. Lots of words. All right, well, how'd you do? Let's do Symble. I'll start with Blaze. Nothing from Blaze, so we'll do Toxin. All right, I doubt there's an OX in place here, so what we're going to assume is that's yellow. And yellow in Symble means that these letters go in those 2 spots. So the way Symble works is we're going to have 3 random symbols that show up next to our guesses. And each symbol is going to consistently mean either gray, green, or yellow. Grays and greens work the way you'd expect from Wordle. Yellows work a little bit differently in that we need other letters in our guess to go into the slot that was yellow. So maybe this is like IN, for example, or IO, because the O could go into this slot, right? Let's look at INCH. There's lots of those. So let's just guess pinch. Okay, so we're going to assume that the plus is our green. So we have the ICH right, and that means that this letter wasn't the N. So it's probably the T, or probably ITCH. So what's our word? Which. Not which. Okay. So now we're just in a trap. Ditch. Okay, it was ditch. Nice. All right, a bit trappy today. We had the inch trap as a possibility and the itch trap. So very interesting. Blaze Toxin start helping us identify the symbols more easily. That's the whole point of including the Z and the X, along with some common letters and some less common letters. Cool. Well, how'd you do? All right, let's do Symble. It's forcing us to start with woman. I can't think of anything else that would go there. All right. So we're going to get a lie in this guess. Let's just get some good letters here. How about style? That's fun. I was kind of hoping to catch the Y as green, but it didn't happen. 3 yellows. So if we respect those 3 yellows, then maybe I was going to say least, but there's no A. I keep wanting to put it here and it's not working. Is there like an elst? Yeah, what if we do end in Y? What if that's the lie? Then we could do zesty. That's kind of fun. Is there a better so this is going to give us alphabetical clues per slot. So Z is not a great letter to guess even for this, but I'm going to do it anyway. All right, so the E and T were correct and in place. The S does not go here, and the Y does not go here. So I'm assuming the Y is telling the truth at this point. So maybe the lie is just that there's no S in the word. This doesn't actually mean there's no S, it just means it's not in the middle. But the S couldn't go here, and the S couldn't go here. So we'd have to end in S. I mean, we could, but then we still have to use an L. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's just have this ET in place and come up with something new. This is only going to tell us if if it's yellow, it's not going to show up as yellow. So we're not going to get much out of this. What can I even guess, though? Like, what goes between here? It's not an N. EIT seems a bit out there. ELT, maybe? Ooh, if it was ELT, then we do, maybe it is belts. Okay, it's not. It's not ELT. Oh, I'm not allowed to guess E, so I have to do a filler. I'm not allowed to guess any of the red letters, so E, F, I, M, Q, or Z. Oh no, no Z. What am I going to do? So let's just do Churl. There's an H in the word. Okay. So probably ending in TH then? Does that make sense? I don't know what else we would do, but what does that put here? Actually, I don't know if I like that. Where does the H go then? Maybe it's Heath. That's a word, right? Oh no, that's EA. I swear it's a word, but come on. Yeah, it's EA. We can't do that. I do want to check EE here though. But then maybe we do end in EETH then? Teeth. There it is. There it is. 2 T's, 2 E's. Okay. Well, those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.